Hello everyone. Today I'll be playing the Walsh College Football on the Super Nintendo. This was one of two college football games by EA that was used with Bill Walsh's likeness. This is the first one. The second sequel will be on the Sega Genesis. Let's see, I think I'll play Notre Dame, or I should say South Bend, since they don't use the actual college names for teams. They just pick the town they're close by, like for example, Notre Dame is going to be South Bend. I'll have them be the road team. I'm going to try the legacy team for Notre Dame. Let's here they are. Okay, there we go. South Bend, 88. Now, they don't use, because they're not using the actual college, they're also not using the actual players. They'll just show numbers. See, South Bend has a great quarterback and running back, so they have a good offense. Their defense, I'm a little worried about, so we'll see how we take on South California, or I should say SC. And we lost the toss, but we'll choose where to defend. Now this was done by EA. One of the reasons why I thought it'd be great to play this, two reasons I thought I'd play this today is because it's Super Bowl weekend. Might as well choose the namesake of Hall of Fame Super Bowl winning coach. And EA announced this week that they're bringing back the college football games, which ended the last one being released by EA back in, I think, around 2013, 2014. So, starting with the Walsh College Football, they had been making a college game, football game, on PC and video game console from 93 till, I believe, the NCAA Football 2014. But there were only two Bill Walsh College Football games. This is the only one on the Super Nintendo. Let's see. What defense to play? First down. Okay. What's really neat about this game is, in many ways, it's faster than Madden was at the time. So it's a lot harder to play defense. And play calling, again, is fast, and you really have to be quick because the play clock is shorter compared to Madden, which was, I think, around 35 seconds to 40 seconds. The play clock on Bill Walsh College Football is 25 even. Now, the sequel is a little bit nicer graphically, and the gameplay is a little bit more crisp. I've never played it, but I have seen other walkthroughs, and it was only available with Sega, and it would be the last one with, again, with Bill Walsh's namesake. It would then be called College Football franchise, excuse me, NCAA Football. Nope, sorry, had to go with my notes. Too fast. But, college football for 2 years, and then starting in 98, it would just be known as NCAA Football all the way up till 2014. And they got another first down. First down. This defense for Notre Dame isn't that great. I guess they won the title for their offense. Wow. So, I think I'll go for I'll play the run and the pass. The controls are actually very similar because it's EA to the Madden games. That's what makes this very easy. If you are familiar with the Madden Madden games from the 90s, then this should be just as good, if not, again, faster, so you may actually enjoy this more, depending on your gameplay style. And second down, good. I called timeout because they were going too fast. I didn't call the right play. I honestly thought they were going to go for it the first time. Good. So, one thing that I noticed... Oh no. That was a lucky break. One thing I notice when I play is because they're so fast, it's really hard to do the running game. It could be because the defense is really good, but see right there, I just only made a few, barely got to the line of scrimmage. So that's where having a good quarterback comes in handy. I could just resort to the pass. Doesn't mean it's perfect, but yeah. You have better chances of gaining yards. While I'm not much of a college football fan, I really do enjoy this game. Darn it. Because it's faster, it's such a variety of teams, even though you don't have their official licensing. And, you know, even Madden wasn't around this time using official team names. They also were having teams by city, even though you can clearly tell. You can see their uniforms really do match the ones that you would watch your team play. You have the golden shaded Irish uniforms. And they did the same thing in Madden, where Philadelphia would be in green, New York would be in blue, and for the Jets, they would just call them the Jersey team. So it's just clever wordplay. And just got a yard. Let's see. Guess I could do... I guess a screen. That didn't help me. I am not an expert, but I really do think I could still win this. I mean, it's only the first quarter. But, if you're able to control your defense and just, you know, hold them down, keep them from scoring a lot, you should be able to win the game. Just keep it close. Oh, speaking of close. You know... I might go for it. Might as well. That close. Worst case scenario, they'll get the ball back in their territory. A late hit? That's the fun part too. You rarely get roughing calls in this. I don't think they had it programmed for that. They have it programmed for pass interference or offside, just not for every type of penalty that you see in most games now. Even though it's more simpler, there is a lot of replayability with these games. You know, I'm playing in a... Oh, not an interception. so I went for it on 4th down for nothing, it turns out. But yeah, there's so many different features on this game alone. There's a season mode. You could do tournament mode with the all-time great teams. So you could have the South Bend 88 team go against Auburn of 83, where, if you're familiar with college football, I'm not, but one name that I do remember is Bo Jackson, who was on the 83 team. So he is playable in the game. Just not as, they won't have his name, they'll just have his jersey number. And they are in scoring range. This defense is terrible. I'm surprised the Irish won a championship with this group. But they've got to turn over early or they can do it again. Another trick with these games is just good clock management and field position. So where you get the ball either by turnover or by punt, just use it to your advantage. Even if you can't score, you at least keep the ball as close to their territory as possible. Because it would have been absolutely idiotic had I have gone for it in my own end, which I know is redundant, but just saying, with a team like SC, the way they're playing right now, they're going to score again. Case in point. I can make a comeback. Don't leave yet. If I don't make a comeback, would I post this? We'll see.
It's good.
Now, I'm not familiar with onside kicks on this. Hopefully, I know the later 90s Madden games, you could do it, so I think it's possible. I prefer not to, because I've never been a fan of special teams. But that may be an option with the first half almost done. May have to consider that in the fourth. Number 12. He's really good. Wait a second. Number 12.
First down.
Ricky Waters. He would go on to play for San Francisco. And that was a lucky break. Again by Mr. Ricky Waters. He would win a Super Bowl in the mid-90s with him. Oh, for those of you that don't watch college football, there is no 2-minute warning. Sometimes I forget that too. So the clock is running. Again, it's a faster game compared to most other football games during the 90s. That's why I'm always impressed with this game. And I think it's the only other it's the only coached licensed game besides Madden, and I believe one of the only college games. I didn't mean license, I mean games named after a football coach. Only 2, Madden and, of course, the one I'm currently playing. So by default, this is the best college football game on the Nintendo, but it's a good one still. Just because it's one of the only one, or one of the few, it's still really good to play. Let's see. That was a very quick drive. It was about a minute. I might actually get the ball back if I'm lucky. Let's see. Got him. Okay, I'm gonna call a timeout here. Nah, I'll wait till the next play. Be a waste if they get a first out the next snap.
33.
Yep. Oh. Yeah, they call the timeout for me.
First down.
Last thing I want to do is give them a timeout. That could have been good field position. One thing that I enjoy doing with this being very similar Madden is you can call the audibles by pressing A. You can also do line shifts by using the turbos, the right and the left turbo. Though it's best to do that right when the quarterback snaps it, otherwise you'll draw your defense at offside. So be aware of that before you call that play. Let's see. Oh, he had it. He dropped it. Oh. They know I'm going to pass. Surprised it wasn't picked off. There's 3 guys there. Again, I'm not good at running the ball here, but that's because this defense is really good. That was only 3 yards. And he went out of bounds, so I couldn't run down the clock. I'm going to go for it here, just to see what happens. Worst case, yeah, they get the ball in their territory. So it's really good field position still, so I might be breaking my rule. One trick that I would like to share is that the AI is not that very good with clock management. That's why I'm not too worried about them getting a touchdown, at least. They might get a field goal here, we'll see. But one thing about the Super Nintendo Madden and this college game is that they're not good with clock management. Third down, I call them. Second time out, they will, a lot of times I notice when they're in the red zone, even when they're out of timeouts, they'll still try and throw it in the end zone, even though they need a field goal to pull off the win. So, if you ever play and you're worried about, yes, oh come on, he caught it. Just keep that in mind. Don't expect it, but that could work in your favor. See, they're going to run down the clock even though they have 1 timeout left. See, even going to get the snap in time. Barely. But again, they were in field goal range and they have 1 timeout left. So see, they didn't get a field goal after all. And we're going to go in the half, and I'm only down by 3. The band. Sorry, but I really want to try and get back into this game, so no music today. You know, I enjoy the college bands more now than I did back when I was in college. I think it was just eager to get it over with. Get classes over with and all.
First down.
That was a good return. Let's see. Get rid of it. Sometimes you can just throw it yourself by pressing, the A, B, X, Y buttons as you see in the passing screens. Or you can just let your quarterback do it. It all depends on how you feel and how quickly you need to get rid of the ball before the defense comes. And also, if they're even open. Again, I'm having difficulty running the ball today. And that bothers me because then I'm going to have to resort to passing. Yes, Mr. Waters does it again.
First down.
I may want to run down the clock a bit, too. We get the lead. Last thing we need is the ball back with a lot of clock. Let's try this play. I'm going to try and get the running game to work. You know, it's bad when the quarterback can pick up more yardage than the others. And I rarely see sneaks get 3 or 4 yards in real life, but if it works, it works. Now, ugh, I don't know if I can kick a field goal from that range. Should I run it or throw it? I guess I'll just throw it. Ugh. Okay, that works. I'll take that. So now I can relax a little. I'll run the ball. Wow, he scored.
It's a touchdown.
Because I've been running the ball today, I'm surprised they even got past the line of scrimmage. So, 14 unanswered.
It's good.
Alright, South Bend. I'm not much of a college football fan, but when I do watch it, it's usually the Irish.
First down.
Okay. Oh. Remember what I was saying earlier about those turbos? Yeah, I got a little too eager on that one.
First down.
I wasn't happy with the line, but I have to be patient. And, oh, I nearly had him. I don't think there's been any sacks up today.
First down.
But some of you may wonder why Bill Walsh is the namesake for this game. But before he started coaching for the 49ers, he was a good college coach. And after he left the 49ers, he went to coach for Stanford. And his first year as coaching for Stanford, they went on to go to a bowl game and win it. It was none other than the Blockbuster Bowl. Yes, Blockbuster had the name rights to a college football bowl, and it was called the Blockbuster Bowl. If that is not 90s, I don't know what is. It really shows how things have changed when it comes to sponsorship these days. So yeah, he was not only a successful professional coach, he was a great college coach as well. And he would go back to the Niners as an executive and helped with, come on, get to the line of scrimmage. And he would help the 49ers with draft selections. Ironically, that he was one of the 30 other teams that passed on Tom Brady, which, as so many writers have always done, those what-if stories. It would be interesting to see if he would have joined the 49ers, how he would have fared. I don't know if he would have gotten 10 Super Bowls, but or gone to 10 Super Bowls, but you never know. It's always worth speculating.
First down.
So let's see. I could call a trap. I really want to run down the clock to third, and that's not a good call. I'm going to see if I can do a hurry up. Just clicking the A button, seeing what plays I can pull up. Okay, so pushing A, B will get it to a shotgun play. And that wasn't even okay, pass interference. You know it's bad when pass interference is called and the ball wasn't even catchable. Maybe he wasn't in the passing lane because they held him. I'm going to need the running game to start working if I'm going to run down the clock. Yes! But yeah, I love the passing game, but the running game's great when you want to just... when you have a lead to get it to game over much faster. Let's see, I'll let it tick down to the fourth, and I have 5 minutes away from pulling it off. So let's see. I could go for screen. So close. Oh my God,
First down.
So yeah, okay, that was not the audible I was trying to call. So much for clock management. But yeah, to recap, clock management, field position, and be very careful with your play calls. Don't spike on third down. I'm going to try a sneak here. Let's see if I can get it in. And I do.
It's a touchdown.
A 3-yard gain with the quarterback sneak. Up by 10. Correction. Maybe 11. I'm not jinx it.
It's good.
So let's see. I think I'll pull it off, but I don't want to get cocky yet. The defense gave them a 10-0 advantage earlier. Either way, 21 unanswered is not bad.
First down.
And this is where the turbos come in handy. See how I got the whole line to go? And it almost got that.
Incomplete.
What I like doing is getting the player I control is usually at the end of the line. See number 90 right there? And try and get him to pass the lineman and go straight for the quarterback. Even if I don't get him, I put pressure to throw the pass. And possibly, if I press X at the right time, block the pass. Or tip it enough to make it erratic and unattainable for the receiver. Would have been helpful there. Let's see. That worked. Now, what's going to happen now is they're going to be throwing it deep, so I'm going to need to do some prevent defense. Hopefully that should be enough to contain them. If you notice, I usually wait till they tell me to select a play with a few seconds left, because I want to milk every second I can from the game clock.
Incomplete.
Right now it doesn't matter because it was incomplete and the play stopped, but if the next play... darn it. This play coming up, I'm not going to choose a play until the timer comes up again, because I want to get the game clock down to 0 as quickly as possible. See, now I have to pick a play. because the game clock stopped now that play clock is paused. Here we go. Oh, he could have called that. That would have ended the game right there. In situations like this, you have to go where the ball is going, and that's where that little yellow box you saw, or circle you saw, is really helpful to know what direction the ball is heading. So if you're shrewd enough, you can go right in front of there and get the pick. Did I get him? Ah, just missed. He had so much time on that pocket. Let's see. Well, 2 minutes left, so even if they score this touchdown, it might be hard for them to come back still. Let's see. They're certainly taking their time.
First down.
Less than 100 seconds. Yes! 2 more plays, because they're going to go for it on 4th down. So that would be 3 more. Darn it.
It's a touchdown!
Probably going to go for 2 here. Wait, what? You could do the 2-point conversion in this. That's what was so fun. Okay, that's a bad call. That might actually... See, in college football, they were doing the 2-point conversion long before the NFL, and why didn't they go for 2? They would have just need a field goal to tie. They might have just given me the win. Oh my. Alright, don't fail me now, running game. They have all 3 of their timeouts. Of course, they're going to call a timeout. And even if they do get us at a 3-and-out, they'll be out of timeouts, and they have to go to the end zone. Not go for a field goal, because, down by 4. Simple math. And that sneak didn't work. 1 timeout left, so. I guess I can go for a toss play. That was how I got that lead, and that didn't work. Well, they're out of timeouts at least. So I need to punt this out of here. This is where field position comes to play. It's a fair punt. Oh, come on, get him. Oh no. Again, field position. So my defense needs to hold him here. See, now I'm really glad they didn't go for 2. You know they're going to pass. What? How did he... Oh, no. Oh, should I call time? No. I think the defense can hold them. If they do score, it's going to be hard to come back. Oh, here's hoping. Yes! Okay. Is this the last play? Nope, they still have time. See, this is where their bad clock management can actually come to my advantage. Okay, this might be the last play. We'll see. And go.
Blue.
Oh no. Wow, that's right at the what. And it's gonna go down to 0. Oh my goodness, I pulled it off. The last second. Oh, I barely pulled it. Wow. Again, clock management, and try to use the field position here advantage. As I pointed out earlier, they are not good at clock management. So that's how I played it to my advantage. So, darn. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments what you all think. Any suggestions on games that you want to see in the future. Doesn't have to be sports. I'm a big fan of Super Mario on the Super NES, for example. So let's check the stats real quick. Let's see. Yeah, they did a lot more on us on everything. But again, we took advantage of the times we had the ball. Even though they had better time of possession, we got to the end zone 3 times, while they only did it twice. That makes a big difference. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here. Coming through the stats. Thank you all for watching. Let me know what you all think of the game and whether the games I could review or walk through in the future. And let me know if future videos should have commentary or not. I'm going to have another video of this posted without the commentary, so you can just watch it for fun without hearing my voice. And again, thank you all for watching. Goodbye now.